gonna kill you! How could you do this to me, you son of a bitch? God damn it! Help! Okay, let's talk about it.
Hey, look, a new sub.
What are you gonna do? You know,
Man, I really wanted to start before we begin. I really wanted to start the stream today, and come into "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick.
yeah, the Rickroll.
Yeah, give him the Rickroll, and then me pop in at the end of the video and say, "No, but it's actually happening."
That's how you know it's real.
We figured it wouldn't. It wouldn't. Figured that'd be a little too painful. Speaking of, somebody, we've been watching the chat intently the entire time. Somebody said, first my dad, now Petah, chat of the day. Chat of the day. Amazing. But yeah, let's talk about it. So, it is true. I'm planning on leaving Hang Time. The guys have known for about a month and a half-ish at this point. Something I've been considering for a while, not something that I've made, not a choice that I've made lightly. Obviously, there's a lot of things to consider and to really reflect on as part of my decision. So I have not made this decision lightly. It's not kind of like a whim thing. It is not because of any of y'all or however many alerts that you guys make for Opa or anything else like that. That's not the reason. I saw a couple people jokingly, hopefully.
What if you would have said that? Just it's your fault.
Yeah. just the ultimate toxic ex. It's your fault why I'm leaving. No, but that's not any of the reason why. The main reason, there's a few reasons. One is not the most important one, but one is that I have an opportunity to pursue something that I'm very passionate about. I don't really want to talk about it in any detail or depth currently. Once I've accomplished it, I'll come back. I promise I'll come back and we'll probably be able to talk about it a little bit more. But in its fledgling stage and whatnot, it's like a lot of moving pieces, and I don't want to end up with my foot in my mouth. So, but there is a new opportunity. I got hired by Mr. Beast. No.
There you go.
No, I'm starting my own accounting. No.
Let's go through the Rolodex.
Well, what else is there? No, but I have an awesome new opportunity for something I'm super passionate about. Not going to talk about much further, but there's a couple other reasons as to why I'm not going to continue being here. One of them is I love streaming. I think I realized that I love streaming the most being here, but I also realized at the same time while I was here that this is not a industry that I will continue into probably into my 30s. So would I have stayed here for longer? Probably so. However, I'm doing the comparison by, it's like I don't want to be irresponsible. I don't want to stay in an industry where I know like there is no long-term, like I'm still doing this at 45, right? So I'm just doing the responsible thing for me and for my family, where I know at 26, well, I kind of I really thought about it more seriously about a year ago. I knew at 25 that I was already feeling iffy about staying in long-term. So I could stay for a couple more years and be 28, but then I would be the new guy in an industry at 30, which I was hoping for even more stability at that point in my life. So it's kind of, there's never going to be a good time to leave. So the best opportunity to leave is to go out with a bang and whatnot, but also, plan that. I'm not going to leave tomorrow. We're going to get into more of like the timeline for the next couple months soon, but your boy's not leaving tomorrow. He's not leaving next week. He's not even leaving next month. So, we're going to talk about more. Literally very funny. But the other reason was want to move back closer to family, specifically like Allie's family, and also me being like a much more reasonable distance of a drive as opposed to a plane flight only to visit my family. Can't do that when hang time is in Dallas, obviously. So I gotta, and then flights are the only way to get back reasonably. Otherwise, it's a 14-hour drive, and we just want to be able to be involved. She got nephews growing up and family stuff, and life is happening, and she doesn't want them to grow up. She doesn't want them to grow up and have their life and her have not been a part of it and only been a moment during, holiday gatherings, family gatherings, and whatnot. It's like I respect that. That's important to me as well. I obviously want to be close by to my little brother as he continues to go through college. I already missed out on most of his like high school time, unfortunately. So, as he grows to be a even more outstanding young adult, it's like I want to be present. I want to be close. I want to be able to take care of them. So, that's reason 2. And that's basically those are the only 2 real reasons. The main thing is like I got an amazing opportunity, and I know that content creation, as much as I love it, is not something I will stay into my 30s. So if there's a time to pull the trigger, it's like, okay, do it now. And second is be closer to family and whatnot. So there was something else I needed to mention. I don't remember. I'm sure I'll remember it like here in a second, and then
I remember.
Sean will be in the middle.
The last reason was actually me and Grayson's reason.
Yeah.
We don't want you around.
Yeah, that's what it is.
She wants my body.
Dirt.
Bullied a lot here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't clip that. Don't take that out of context. Not true. Obviously, also, like, none of the reasons of why I'm leaving is because of Sean or Grayson or Chelsea or anything like that. Had a great time, been super supportive and whatnot. So, it's not. Well, outside of like Grayson and I get into fistfights after stream.
That's just practice for our underground kumites that we go to.
Which is Petah's next opportunity.
Yes.
Grayson's been training him.
I have been training him. He is the new Frank Dukes.
Yeah.
So we are going into an underground kumite tournament. I have been training him for the past 2 years, and it is now time for us to go and make him a champion.
Congratulations. How does it feel?
And the real reason why I'm leaving is because Mama Sue's opening up a restaurant and she needs a cook. So.
She needs a cook.
I'm gonna start a dishwasher and hopefully I can make my way up. But.
Yep.
Mama doesn't even give you a prestigious position to start with.
Yeah. Well, Mama, I feel like Mama would be the type of employer who she's very sweet to everyone on the outside, but she's like Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen, right? It was like, no. Nobody gets privilege in my kitchen. You gotta start at ground. You gotta start at ground zero.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, thank you so much for all of the kind words. I see everybody like Katie and Mama Sue or not Susan and everybody else. So thank you guys so much. Strider with a 12 says, truth is Petah heard that the game room giveaway involves doing manual labor and ran. But seriously, happy to hear about the new opportunity. Excited to see what comes. Thank you. Alex Howell with the 200 bits says, Petah, I understand and support you wanting to pivot when you know you can. I went back to college at 34 and got my teaching degree and license at 37. The decision I was scared. Yeah, exactly. And I think it's not like there's obviously not a problem with doing things later in your 30s or 40s. I know that the change will happen eventually, whether it be right now or whether it be a couple years from now. So it would be irresponsible to myself, to my wife, to family if I didn't act upon information that I knew now. So Omar Double B with a tier 1 for 68 months. Thank you so much. Very cute cupcake with a tier 1 for 40 months. Sarah Halsey with a tier 2 for 30 months says, Petah, you will be so missed. I'm sorry. Zero Man with the prime 43 months. Mo Million with prime 52 months. Petah, let this prime sub convince you to stay. I need Petah versus Mario in my life. Oh man. Well, hey, the good news is it's on YouTube forever.
Yeah.
So you can watch it whenever you please. It'll never go away.
Very true.
Miss Mad Love Handles, thank you so much for the 65 months as well. I appreciate you. I'll miss you as well. And I won't be a stranger. I promise I will come back to. That's the thing I wanted to talk about. I will come back and be a guest as frequently as I can, which at the very beginning of me doing the whole new industry thing will probably be very tough being the new guy.
Okay.
Not up in here.
Yeah.
Once you're gone, you're gone.
Don't let the
Ain't nobody came
don't let the
back here.
revolving door hit your ass on the way out.
Yeah.
Get your ankle stuck
Revolving
in there.
door. Oh man. Oh man. We haven't made that joke in a long time.
Oh.
Chat has been.
Yet it's such a reality, is it not?
Yeah. So the other thing is that I saw a couple people being very kind and saying like hopefully he continues to stream solo. Part of the reason why I'm moving on is I want a kind of a clean break from the industry as well. So we're gonna do for the next 2 months probably some of the best content I'll ever do for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully some of the best content we will do as a group, the four of us, Sean, Grayson, me, Chelsea. And then afterwards, as far as returning to the solo stream stuff, I don't believe that I will. I don't believe that I will return to solo stream. Like, there's no way that I would return to streaming as a profession. You know, if it was like, hey, I go play. You know, it's like I show up on Bruce's stream. I show up like here. If I, you know, like do whatever, it's like show up as like a guest or somebody who's like playing. You'll probably see me around. Absolutely. You know. But as far as kind of doing like the Monday through Friday schedule, it's like no. It's I wanna be able to move on a little bit and also regain a bit more of my. This is not the right word for it, but regain a bit more of my privacy about my day to day, about what's happening, about
Kind of shut the door to the internet a little bit.
Yeah, right. So, very real possibility that my Twitter afterwards either goes, inactive or it gets deleted entirely. There you go, Aaron. But yeah, very possible that my Twitter goes inactive or gets deleted entirely. However, I do have Discord. I do encourage anybody who wants to stay in touch. Discord's not going anywhere, and I'll try and stay in the Hang Time Discord as well. So if I'll try and like pop in, say hi, leave messages, check in on people, make sure everybody's doing well. But I'm just I'm not saying that chat is nosy, Mr. That I appreciate that you said that because I don't. It is for no other reason. There's no reason from the chat as to why I want to disconnect from Twitter or live streaming on the day to day. It's just me. At heart, I'm a bit more of an introvert, I guess, on the leaning scale, and I'm pretty. When I'm here, it's fantastic. I enjoy what I do. It's a great time, but being able to not be plugged in as often as it takes to make it in this industry is a better way to put it. It's like fine by me.
Yeah, I think it's like I always think back to like what it was like to wait tables and just to 100% turn work off was, I haven't done that in 10 years, where I've never not thought about work
or
after work for a decade.
Or thinking about your imprint that you're leaving, like everywhere you go, everything and anything that you do on the internet, if it's on the internet, it's there forever. Everything sticks, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It keeps people accountable, and also you can see like people grow and change and mature and whatnot, which is a wonderful thing. But just for me personally, it's like, you know what, I'm ready to leave it as is. So
yeah. Any questions for Petah?
Yeah, do you guys have any questions? I'll answer whatever I can.
Questions from the press?
Yes. Damn, is this coming out of nowhere? No.
You've been thinking about it for about 2 years, right?
No, 2 years. Yeah, since I joined. No, after about, I want to say, after a full year, because I joined in December of 2022.
Yes.
Yes. So after about a full year, I got to December again, and I remember thinking to myself, I do not want to do this when I'm there. I remember thinking to myself, I don't think I can see myself doing this happily into my mid 30s, right? So I said, okay, maybe it's just a time period, maybe it's just a time, maybe it's just, the circumstances, maybe it's, Grayson and his knuckles or I'm kidding.
My mitts.
Yeah, but maybe it's just the circumstances of the situation. So I need to not make a rush decision. I need to reflect upon this further. So I dedicated this year, or I dedicated last year, the following year, to testing it out again. Basically,
Seeing if the itch goes away.
yeah, seeing if it goes away. And the more and more I dwelled upon it, and the more and more I looked at the other opportunities that I wanted to explore, the more and more I was sure that this is something that I had to move forward with. So, yeah, that's that. It didn't come out of nowhere. I have been dwelling about this for about a year, maybe a little bit longer than a year, and I wanted to make sure that I was making the right decision at the right time, and also not making it like too hasty of a decision by, making sure that I got it down, So, Aaron,
Slowpoke says, hell yeah, let's celebrate Wes's last days. We'll miss you, bud.
I will say it was very sweet. Like, I don't think I got compared to Wes too much at all.
No.
Like, at all. I mean, there were some people who make comments like, man, I miss Wes, but they didn't mean it in a way that it's like, man, this Petah guy sucks.
Yeah. No, we had purged
Yeah,
by then.
Your coming in was a lot smoother than Wes's was. Right?
Yeah.
Aaron Party with a 690 also says, I love you, Petah. Truly gonna miss you. Love you too. Oh, loved having you. Oh, well, I loved having you here too. I'm kidding. It was so nice having someone my age on this channel. Holds back tears. Kitty and Aaron Party are super proud of you. Very sweet. Thank you, Aaron Party. I love you.
Fuck you, Grayson.
Spencer Biohazard with a tier 1 for 65 months. Equilibrium with a tier 1 for 30 months. Scoptimus says that you're gonna miss me. Yeah.
Was this one of the reasons for the brand refresh? Nope. Just,
No, not at all.
nope.
That was all made before we.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brand refresh started like last October. So,
Brand refresh was. There's a couple reasons as to why we. Couple reasons why we did that. One of which is just from like a technical standpoint, having two different fonts be your logo gets difficult to make them work together on merchandise, on branding, on all sorts of stuff. So it's like kind of
just a pain in the ass.
yeah, it's just a pain. So
Yeah. But similarly to where we rebranded Game Attack the Hang Time, just
Yeah, really, yeah.
just
Agree with
unfortunate
that.
timing with
Yeah.
when somebody decides to move on.
We need to be careful with rebrands.
Yeah. No more rebrands. Grayson's next. This is just me and Chelsea in a room.
Miss Jumbo with a gift of sub to Tapman 2, and man, to Anton M with a 25 says, Petah, you're leaving right as I was beginning to like you. Make them say with a 12. I like you too, Anton M. Says, we will miss you, Petah. Have enjoyed watching you being so entertaining for the last 2 years plus. I feel like time has gone so quick. I do too. I feel like I just started like last year. But at the same time, man, I graduated from college like 5 years ago now. It's crazy.
You also graduated from the School of Hard Knocks, my training program that I put you through. One sucker punch when he first walks in, another one at the end of the day. If he's not knocked unconscious, he passed. Took him 2 years, but I got you there, bud.
Yeah. I'm just dodging.
You're gonna be grand
weaving.
champion in no time.
Yeah.
I see a lot of questions coming in about content and stuff. So if you have anything for Petah specifically,
Yes.
go and ask him because I'm about to fuck y'all so good with everything.
A lot of y'all are asking about, can you play this at least before it goes and all that? Oh hell, you'll find out. Miss Junebug with the 12th is gonna miss you, Petah. Love having a fellow Midwesterner on stream. I wish you all the best. Thank you, Miss Junebug. You're so sweet. Sean was like, Oh, Miss Junebug didn't read the title because she was so positive.
She came in.
I woke up early and on time to be here for forums. And then
2
the next
seconds
message
later.
was like, what the fuck? It was so good. Oh, man. Oh,
I think it was my cooking that really snapped, Petah. You know, you came in,
Oh, man.
you ate my cooking, and then close to you leaving
I stand
my
by.
cooking again.
I stand by. You really didn't do that bad, and except for the potatoes were wild.
You said cylinders. That's a cylinder.
Grayson
Hey,
coffins.
hey, cylinder, right here. Cylinder. This is what was going through. I shit you not. This is what was going through my head. A cylinder.
Right,
Why didn't you make it
right.
round?
Then why did you make it,
It
like
was
that?
as round as I could make a potato.
You
cut-
made it into a brick.
Do I look like I can make a full circle with
mean,
a
you
knife?
could've
I
trimmed off
cut
the
up
edges.
garlic with a dough cutter.
Yeah.
You think I could make a circle?
Okay. Yes.
This isn't about me. This is about Petah.
Yeah. Ouija asks about how excited. I know we're not going to talk about it a lot, but he wants to know like how excited and how long you've been working on this opportunity.
Oh, very excited. Very, very excited. I'm not as excited as I was to join Hang Time. Joining Hang Time at the time it was Game Attack, I was
got
like,
Don't
Like-
make me cry.
I was like, fist pumping in the air, being like, let's fucking go, that level of excited. I'm not as excited as joining Hang Time. It's more of, I am very excited, but this is also this is good for me. This is the career path that I know I will excel in. This is a career path that I know that I will be able to probably do to retirement, or at least I hope, because it's like it would suck if in 2 years that I'm there and be like, all right guys, it's time to go.
What up?
But
Yeah.
maybe like a peace of mind kind of excitement,
it definitely,
a calming thing.
Yeah, definitely. In the sense of, it would allow, and also this industry would be good because as much as I love to do work, and I think everyone should stay. I know I'm only 26, so I have no right to talk about this kind of stuff, but I think that everyone should stay busy, even in retirement. It's like, don't just, like do nothing and just, like blank out or whatever, right? Always be pursuing something. But this industry would also allow me to not have like, it's not, I don't want to like have kids or anything like that, but it would allow me to be able to, like what Sean said, is like leave work at work. It's like work and move on, right? Or if I do have to be really focused on or bring work home and whatnot and like spend a little extra time on it, it's like I can do it and I can be driven at it. I just don't have to also be like at 100, or at peak performance in front of a camera all the time,
I think you were telling me, and it didn't make me feel bad, but it did make me feel like, oh man, that is fucking tough to think about. But Petah was talking about the high five stream or the Michael Myers stream, and how we work on it. The way content creation works is, and this isn't just live streaming, this is every YouTube video you make. This is from Mr. Beast to motion pictures to streaming. But just kind of picture this for a second. We work on the Michael Myers stream for 3, 4, 5 days.
Yep.
It's an awesome stream. It's
Yep.
amazing content. I think a lot of you guys will remember that forever. And it was 3 hours, and we made awesome revenue. But as soon as it's over, like the second that stream's over, it's what are we doing Monday?
Yep. On to the next.
Yeah.
It is the most unfortunate thing about streaming is whether it's the road trip or March to the Top, you pour yourself into content, but then what's tomorrow? It's not, hey, that was, maybe sometimes with like as long as you want it, where it's like, man, that was awesome. That was huge. Let's just kind of see how the rest of the month goes. You can get a break. But
like March to the Top happens, and then the immediate next question is like, well, what's the next one, right?
yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's very hard, and like Petah said, if there's, and I don't blame anybody for this, but for me, I'm lifetime. I'll do this forever, right? And if there's any part of you, if there's 0.01% of you that's like, this kind of sucks. Like, I'm not into that. Like, it's just not healthy to put yourself through it, right? And that's why Petah saying, I was like, yeah, that's great. I'm really happy for you, And
Thank you.
And yeah, I think him saying that, like, I think I never like thought about that consciously, because as like the president of Oscorp,
Yes, of course.
it is like, I'm just looking at the schedule and I'm like, does the chat like that? Will they support that? Will the chat watch that? Will they support that?
Yeah.
And I just look at it as like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 streams in the week. And then there's 23 streams in the month. And then, there's 200 streams during the year, right? Yep. And I'm just looking at it like that. And I'm just like, I hope it makes enough money to cover payroll. And I hope we had a good time. And I hope that every now and then we can look back at in Animal Crossing or Grayson in the kitchen. So I didn't mean to jab you.
No, you're good.
Or a road trip, right? We hope to get these pockets of memories out of this insane frequency. And, whenever Petah told me that, I was like, man, if I had any doubts about doing this, that would kill it for me almost instantly, knowing how I am, right? So, this is a hard job. And, Petah, even Petah, having his doubts and kind of thinking about it for a year, I never really felt like, you were slacking or anything. Like, I didn't really know.
I mean,
the way you worked, I thought you were going to be here for another 2 to 3 years at least. So I appreciate that.
You know what? I got some beef with you.
Yeah.
I think that you're a shitty co-op partner at Halo. What do you think about that?
I'm sorry that I'm making the content.
I'd say that too if I were you.
Dude, so that's got to be me and Grayson doing Halo has to be probably like top 10 playthroughs that we have done on the channel. That shit is primo. Cause
I will never forget Halo 2.
We'll be playing and we'll be playing a mission and there's friendly fire or whatever, right? And you'll just see my face just go because I just killed Grayson, but he doesn't know. He just thought he got killed by a bad guy. I'm like,
on Legendary, restarting the level over and over again because it's funny to come in with a plasma sword.
I'm just trying not to draw too much attention to my face as he's like, oh, I'm dead. It's too good. It's too good. But also, I just want to say I'm seeing everybody in the YouTube chat, saying no and all the sad, comments and whatnot. PS Switch, Amari, Makazi, 3JP, love all y'all. Thank you for coming in today.
If you see anybody come in and kind of ask where Petah's going, since he's not really disclosing it, just say out of the industry,
onto a new career.
Career. And if you see the mods, being like, we're not really talking about it, like, just know that Petah's happy doing what he's doing.
I'm going to a farm upstate.
No.
I'm not dying.
Cornfield.
God, who was it earlier that said first my dad, now Petah?
I don't remember.
Fantastic.
It was a funny chat though.
So funny. Also, I love everybody's comments saying, guys, if we do enough forums, Petah will stay.
Yeah. Mighty Mike says, I'll spill everything for 5 subs to my channel, says Mighty Mike. Mike, I'll give you $50 to not spill it cash. Like, I don't, like, after you, I'll one-up you. Until Mike earns $6 million.
Yeah.
So were the forums a lie? Because I was ready for forums.
No, the forums are real.
The
because
forums are real.
Here's the cool part.
Are we ready? Y'all ready to talk about it?
Should we talk about it?
Might as well. Time to give him some happy time.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
do it.
Petah is gone May 1st. Okay? He is here through April. And with that, we have no choice but to tell you about what's happening for the next 2 months. Starting with March,
Yep.
which we're calling Petah's bucket list. You guys were asking about games he's going to play. Well, I got news for you. There's no time in April for Petah to play video games.
Why is that?
Because in April, on the 1st, we bring you Dirty 30. Our March to the Top and King of Spring successor.
30 days,
30 days straight.
30 streams.
Hardcore stuff. Haven't fully decided if it's a subathon or not because Twitch did lift all of its weird 100K sanctions.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, hey, thanks, Twitch.
So April 1st, you will get Dirty 30.
Yep.
And let's talk about the end of Dirty 30, which will be Petah's last stream.
Yep.
The end, Dirty 30, will be King of Spring, March to the Top. But the last few days of Dirty 30
My last stream.
will be Yakuza as long as you want it to.
2, baby! We're doing it again!
We got the
We're
last-
doing it again!
We got the last 2 Yakuzas to go through, so we're gonna do it with Petah.
You'll have
Fantastic.
Yakuza Gaiden
Yep.
and Infinite Wealth as long as you want it, and that will be the last.
That'll be last stream I do.
Yeah, that'll be the last stream. So probably around the last 5 days of April of Dirty 30, we will one of those. We do special streams. You do Flight Simulator, you do High Five stream, you do Hellbox, you do Michael Resident Evil, you do Matt Bragg. But the last 5 days, we are going to say, hey, this is it. You get Petah until credits roll,
Yep.
or the time runs out, or get the platinum if that's what happens,
Yep.
right? Of Like a Dragon, Gaiden, and Infinite Wealth. So not only is it Yakuza as long as you want it, it is Petah as long as you want it.
Yep.
And so that is how April's Dirty 30 will end. I'm sorry. I do apologize for stacking as long as you want it so close to each other. If you don't understand the circumstances here, then I don't know what the hell to tell you. This is important. This is a good plan. Okay. Dirty 30.
And it'll probably be the last time we get to do as long as you want it. I say we. That hang time will
As
be
a
able
trio.
to do
Yeah,
as
as a
long you want
trio.
it, as a trio. Because you want to tell them?
I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So April 1st. I don't want to say we've been saving all of our special streams for April, but I will say there have been ideas that we've said, hey, that's really good for Dirty 30.
Yep.
Probably for the past 4 or 5 months. That's kind of why we kind of slated some whole content like the Christmas thing and stuff, because Dirty 30 is going to be the culmination of everything that we've made in this hangar. It will be the best content we've ever made. It will be the last content with Petah here. And that's just going to be awesome. I've already got collabs, special guests lined up to come in. So starting April 1st, that will be what we're doing. And Petah will leave when Yakuza rolls credits or platinums or whatever time runs out. So,
Whatever we get time to do is what we'll end on.
yeah.
Thank you, Cooper. I appreciate you. You're very sweet.
But until April, there's a full ass month and a week to fill. And when Petah first told me, this is as a fan of Petah, this is as a friend of Petah and somebody who loves making content with Petah. When Petah told me he was leaving, I got to be honest, I didn't even think, where's he going to go? I didn't even think, why would you leave? I didn't even think that. I thought, that sucks because there's so much left I need to watch you play. That was the first, I want you to really understand that. It wasn't, oh man, my employee is leaving. It wasn't anything except for, but we haven't played Ocarina of Time yet. That was my instinct. I was like, but we haven't played DKC 2. So, for March, Petah's bucket list, a schedule made by you.
That's the forums, baby. Indy called it.
Yes.
Yep.
Made
Andy
by
called it.
you. I have forms for you to fill out, so you tell us what you want Petah to see, play, and see before he goes. And we will do it during March. This is literally your last chance
Yep.
to have Petah play what you want him to play. You want him to see that Mega Man? You want him to play that Sekiro? You want him to play that Ocarina of Time, that DKC 2, which we're starting with?
You want him to go through Ninja Gaiden and
Ninja-
have me coach him through? You got it.
Ninja got Oberdin
Yeah,
right
over
there.
it in with Chelsea, yeah.
I have a form for you guys. I need linkage if we want to activate and sync alerts real quick. MLB The Shoe says,
Love the shoe.
don't you mean the show?
That was a good one.
There you go. Petah's leaving Hang Time in April to pursue a new career. Before he goes, make him play your favorite games. Send your requests here to the bucket list. You have today, you have all next week to fill out the bucket list. Click that link and do it right now and get it in. And what's going to happen is we're going to look at the results. Bombad Racing, says Cousin Thomas. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Bombad Racing if you want. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at what you pick, and then we are going to construct the March schedule around your picks. So let's say you pick Super Mario Land on Game Boy.
Yep.
We're going to build a playthrough like we did with Mario 3 or Super Mario World or DKC. And we are going to not just have them sit there and play it in order, but we're going to pick the best that'll be good for content. And then we'll construct the special streams around it to where you guys can watch him. Toe Jam and Earl, no. Never.
Love you, Will Fox.
But that is what's happening all March long. While we're on the topic of forms, I have another form for you. In April, we are going to be doing another tight dump. The official, the incredible hang time debate, unanimous for the most part, on heroes. The best good guys.
Damn.
The best good guys from comics, books,
man.
video games, movies, TV shows. So I have
Did you make
another.
this decision yesterday?
What's that?
Did you make this decision yesterday?
No,
Oh, okay. I guess yeah.
I suck. I didn't put it in the group chat with Reggie. I'm an asshole.
Oh, okay.
I remember. But to honor Petah and his final, we're doing top 50 heroes, and there's another form. You guys only have to nominate 20. You guys nominate 20 heroes, right?
This is gonna be the most filled. This is gonna be the most filled tight dump ever.
Yeah, but Batman's gonna win. Batman's gonna be number one.
Not if McCready has anything to say.
Hell yeah! Not
Not if McCready has anything to say about it.
Repeat.
Oh, hell yeah. Not if McCready's got anything to say.
But that's insane because you got all of comic, all of movie,
Video games.
all of video game.
Books.
Yep.
No real
Just
people,
novels.
No real people.
No
yeah,
real
you can't
people,
do.
yeah.
You can't do Roosevelt.
right? Can't do Roosevelt. Can't do.
No Trump for Petah,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Okay, no, I'm just
Oh man.
would not be on my list.
Yeah, Trump's in the Bible. So
Can it be
he
video
can't-
game heroes? Yeah.
It can.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
that's a hero.
From the screen.
No religious figures.
Yeah, no religious figures.
Yeah, I don't.
Moses.
Jesus Christ.
Moses versus Batman.
Number one, Jesus Christ. With a K.
Yeah, fuck yeah, wrestlers. Sure, wrestlers is different because they're.
I mean, they're
playing-
characters.
They're playing
Yeah.
characters. Stone Cold Steve Austin is not, is not who Steve Austin is. That his actual name?
Don't.
No,
I've seen
Stone Cold is Stone Cold.
I have seen interviews of that guy, and
Yeah.
he's actually like a totally normal
Yeah,
human being.
Of course he is.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can tell me he don't go around stunning everybody. He's
Not
not
yet,
slamming beers.
Yeah, or like Stone Cold Unleashed is definitely not who
Hey, Peter.
who he actually is.
Have you ever tried the Stone Cold, like double clack and pour him back?
You know I did.
Oh yeah, you did it with the Dr. Peppers
With
or
the
the
root
root
beers.
beers.
Yeah.
I did it with actual beer, and it ran down my nose and gagged me for like 30 seconds.
Dude, that almost happened to me too. It's like, man, this is hard. to
It's
drink
hard,
that,
yeah.
Enrico already fucking up the program. Well, anti-heroes count?
Oh my God!
God. Oh
Yeah.
my God, just fill it out.
Yeah, I mean, if there's an instance of them being a hero, so like Red,
I better not see Punisher on there.
if
Oh,
Red,
yeah.
if
I
Red,
better not
no,
see
I mean, if
Punisher.
they want to nominate, it's like fine. I don't know how many people would join you in that vote, but it's like you can try. Remember, because your top picks, every insert on placement and however many people enter that person on their list calculates their ranking from 1 to 50. So the community, remember, y'all's communities pick, because it's going to be you, Chelsea, us three. So there's going to be 5 people. You're going to have to vote between 5 categories every single time. So
Oh man, Chelsea's gonna have an awesome list.
Yeah.
Chelsea,
Chelsea's gonna be fucking
man,
awesome.
Chelsea's going to be fantastic.
Mr. Book says Airbud? Oh no.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Everybody's totally a hero.
You could do
Anti-hero.
It's true.
you could do the fucking rat too if you wanted.
The rat?
Remy?
No,
Rat.
the live action rat,
What?
the mouse. Who am I thinking of?
The rat.
Are you talking about?
Stuart Little, baby. Hell yeah, Stuart Little, baby.
I was about to say Master Splinter.
The rat.
The rat.
The
I was like, who?
rat?
I was going through my head. It's like, is there an Airbud movie with a rat that plays hockey or
The
something?
rat.
Like, what is happening?
The rat? Like, Stuart is a mouse. I know he's a mouse that wears fucking J. Crew clothes. Like the rat, the fucking
You know,
rat.
live action movie with a rat. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
What the fuck? The rat?
I guess, yeah.
You know the rat? I was thinking
Listen,
like a rat overtaking movie.
I was too.
Who do you think would be number one? Don't put up your number one. Who do you think
Batman.
would be? You think is yeah?
Or Spider-Man. Batman or Spider-Man.
Fuck, I didn't even think. Dude, if I did this list tonight and I did the list again tomorrow, the list would not only would the placement be different, the names would be completely different.
Oh yeah.
And remember, Goomba is on top video game characters, but Mario is not. So don't fuck around. What about MVP with the chimp that plays hockey, says Dr. Broom?
He was awesome.
Hell yeah. It's going to be all Star Wars, y'all. Be basic. I know. It's going to be nothing but Star Wars and Lord of the Rings characters.
Maul coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anti-hero.
He's an anti-hero. He's against the corruption of the Jedi Council.
If you put Maul as a hero, I'm gonna laugh at you.
Gordon Bombay, yeah. So as you can see, it goes wild, but the form is there to fill out. We will be doing that probably in mid-April for Dirty 30. So anytime you guys hear Dirty 30, just know that that's the King of Spring or March to the Top successor. It'll be some kind of climb, some kind of goals. There'll be big goals, but most importantly, we just want to make good content with Petah while we have them. And do that Yakuza stream.
Yep.
And, March is going to be huge. Nothing but you guys are going to we're going to shove Petah down your throats. It's going to be amazing. But just really sad, obviously, but excited. So I know we'll run the graphics. So what we have is I've got a couple of slates because there's even more to talk about. Which one? Where am I hitting right here?
This one and that one.
Okay, let's see. Perfect. Okay, so here's upcoming dates. We have DKC2 starting today and next week. Okay. This is just to kick off and give you guys some time to fill out the bucket list doc. Guys, it's very important you fill it out. I hope you guys are already doing it. But DKC 2 will start because, let's be honest, we knew that was going to be on the bucket list, aka I'm the boss to do what I want, and I wanted to see him play it. So DKC 2 starts today, and will carry into next week. Friday next week, no stream because we are going to drive to El Paso for Fatstronauts Game Room Makeover. We are redoing Fatstronauts Living Room. And we're going to be live streaming the entire process. We're going to be live streaming us in Fatstronaut's living room. We got him some new furniture, big TV, cool decor that's like beachy and deserty.
Hey, don't spoil it.
I know. He's
Don't
just gonna
spoil
love it. But that's gonna be awesome. So live from Fatstronaut's house right there. We're also doing an El Paso meetup. I don't know if there's a lot of people in El Paso, which is fine. We may be announcing another meetup locally to make up for the fact there's not a lot of people in El Paso. But that will be a lot of fun. We'll be building out his new living room. So he and the wife and that little whippersnapper of theirs can enjoy their space as a new, young, growing family. Let's see.
Thank you, Smoke.
So after Saturday, we're driving back Sunday, and then obviously on Monday, we'll be back with either DKC2 if we haven't finished it, or if we finish DKC2, we'll start going into what you guys have submitted. It's a long car ride, so luckily we'll be able to hash out content for 10 hours together while we do it. So Petah's bucket list, y'all's stuff kind of starts that first week of March. After that will run all month long until April 1st, which is when Dirty 30 kicks, which will be 30-day stream fest. Collabs, big streams, sequels to some of your favorites, new ideas that we've been wanting to try. So, that's the big hoorah. And of course that ends with Yakuza As Long As You Want It 2, which is Yakuza Like a Dragon Gaiden and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth As Long As You Want It. That's about 100 hours of gameplay at the end of what will be an already crazy month.
Yep.
So we'll kind of see how it goes and hope for the best.
Also, I saw somebody ask, do anime characters count for the heroes list?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And and maybe if it's possible, Reggie, if we can add that as like a yes, anime characters count. And somebody else asked, like, is it main characters only? Is it side characters? All characters.
Is it a character that's a good guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's on.
That does heroic things.
I didn't even think about Goku.
I know. I was just about to say Goku.
Yeah, literally any character that's a hero.
I didn't even think about Goku either. Yeah.
So we'll talk real quick about. But is Goku such a shit dad? God, only.
Piccolo's a
But
better
he is
character than Goku.
But he's a pretty awesome hero.
Yeah, anime
We're
is
not
listed.
we're not talking about how good of a character. We're asking how good of a hero.
Oh, I hate.
Piccolo's still a hero.
Yeah,
a way
he's a
bigger hero.
Piccolo's better. Sometimes the hero's bad, says Chelsea. God, God, stop! You're gonna confuse them. Remember video game soundtracks? Don't do this.
If they do heroic stuff, they can go on the list.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about more long-term stuff. Obviously, here's our roadmap for the next few months. I'm kind of re-inferring all this. Today, you cry and also be happy, and we're going to play DKC 2.
Yay.
Ask us any questions you want throughout the day, but more importantly, fill out your fucking forms. God, fill them out. Jesus. 2 forms for y'all. Then in March, your community form results will lead us to Petah's bucket list, which is going to be amazing. So much shit. I cannot wait to see what they come up with.
Fantastic.
April, Dirty 30, Petah's final stream, Yakuza, As Long As You Want It to. And in the future, this is what we'll talk about. I'm not really into forecasting what it's going to look like post-Petah. But I will say, I do not have... Petah, I got some good news. You're going to love this.
Oh, what's that?
You're not replaceable.
Nope.
You're not replaceable.
That's sweet. That's nice.
So
like the stream if you agree.
But I will say the forecast for a Petah-less hang time is Grayson and I hosting streams.
Yep.
I have no plan to hire a new host. I don't have anyone lined up. I haven't. I haven't even told anybody that Petah's leaving yet. So yeah, I don't have anything lined up. We are going to stream our dicks off for the next couple of months and give you the best we can. And then Grayson and I are going to do the best we can.
Yep.
Band already I can tell you Grayson and I already have big stuff that we can get in on. So
Yep.
If Grayson and I need help, I have a ton of friends in the creation space. I don't want to say any names, but obviously we have a lot of friends that are gonna be willing to work with us and come up. I've got John, who's amazing at video production. He could come help us run 3-man streams when we need them. It's not Aaron.
A little too young.
We know that Aaron is a traitor and a fiend, so he won't be hired.
Traitor. He's like 8 years old now, maybe.
Yeah, he's gonna be like 10. But yeah,
He's a traitor.
Of course, John, Sam, Nick. I've got a ton of friends. It'd be great to fly in people, but obviously, your support and us hitting suck zones from then on will go towards getting people up here, putting them in hotels, streaming with them, compensating them for being a part of the stream. Also, might be able to give a couple of people some work as editors as we continue to try to grow YouTube. So there are no plans to change the suck zone slushies or anything like that.
Too many changes anyway.
Yeah, too many changes anyway. But Grace and I are just going to roll it as a 2-man host and get Chelsea on stream a little bit more whenever we need it.
A lot of exciting stuff coming this year. This year is going to blow by. Like, it's going to go so fast.
I told Grayson yesterday this is going to be the fastest year of our lives.
Yeah, oh yeah,
So,
100%. There's so much stuff coming.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm so terrible at this. And then ultimately we'll fulfill Ra's al Ghul's destiny.
Of course.
That is kind of the overall goal. As long as the League of Shadows lives, we can make sure that everyone else dies. So long short of it is, Petah's leaving. We're happy for him. We're gonna give you guys the best fucking content we can while he's here. He's not leaving till May. Past Petah, hang time will continue and we'll keep going. And you guys are the best. And I got to be honest, I'm not scared at all.
Nope.
Just keep looking at that for a second. Petah, transition us whenever you can.
Sorry.
You're good. I don't think there's any reason people should be scared. I think on one hand, you should be happy for Petah.
Yep.
You should be excited for the content you're going to get for the next 2 months. I would say be thankful for Petah for letting us be transparent in him leaving with such a huge head start. And you should be excited for whatever happens after. So
A lot of creative stuff coming your way. You're going to see a lot of different and a lot of stuff from the years past coming back. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming.
yeah, there's going to be there'll be a lot of simplification in time. And, Grace and I are just going to, Grace and I will just continue to do what works. And honestly, if we have you guys, then not scared of anything. So it should be a really good time. Are there any other questions after giving the big spiel for the current months and all that?
Lavina Vixen says best wishes to Petah and looking forward to the future of Hangtime. That's a first time chatter. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Will Grayson finally face me in Age of Empires, or will he continue to hide?
I will say that I have been playing Age of Empires to finally get back to where I used to be, but it is a tough time. right now. I fought against a group that had elephants as their troops, and they just absolutely just destroyed me. To the point where I was like, this was bad. I did not know I could get beat this bad at a game. But yeah, I'll continue training so I can finally go against you. Yeah.
We will be putting up this entire thing as a highlight, and I don't know. We might cut the stream and then resend it. That way I could process it because we're not going to spiel that again.
So this is the second question that I've seen for as long as you want it. We'll start talking about that as it gets closer to that. But Sean and I have definitely been talking about it, and whenever we've got something more concrete set for it, we'll definitely talk more about as long as you want it. It's not going away in September. Like there will still be in as long as you want it in September, but we haven't completely hammered out exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But it will happen in September.
Yeah. And I mean, like streamers do as long as you want it all the time. Like, and they'll sleep during the stream, or they'll rest, or they'll take breaks, and as long as you want it, doesn't have to be us staying up throughout the night.
Yeah.
So, and with how Grace and I have done weekend streams before.
Yeah, whenever we did Final Fantasy 16, we did an entire weekend up here together, just playing through the whole thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but just don't. We'll roll with it. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
But it's not going anywhere.
Couple of tips and resubs that I missed.
Go for it.
Indy with a 12 says, Peter, you will always be a champion in my heart and will be sorely missed. In honor of you leaving, I will now grant you the greatest privilege. All the hate I direct at Grayson is now yours. How the hell can you be so bad at platformers?
It's amazing.
Starter with the 12 says, last thing before I get back to work, Dirty 30, you better have a 12-hour Peter scare day. If my boy is leaving, he is leaving. Don't kill me. Jag Money Entertainment with a Prime for 60 months says 5 years officially for me. Congratulations. Wow, 5 years. And good luck, Peta. I wish you well in all future endeavors. Appreciate you, King. Super Sentai Hero with a tier 1 for 68 months. Lord A with a gift of sub Moose Springsteen. Inu V Dread says, my first dad, that was it. It was Inu. Said, the first my dad, now Peta comment with me, although I was just piggybacking off all the milk and cigarette jokes. PS Switch with a tier 1 for 34 months says, but you just got here. We will definitely miss you, Peter, but we'll save the sappy shit for later. We got games to play. That's right. Lord A with a bunch of gifted subs there. Killer Ants with the resub as well for 47 months. Thank you. Snootolo with the resub for 37 months. White Dog, thanks for the follow. And T-Fark with the gifted sub to Lavina Vixen. Appreciate you guys. I've also been seeing a lot of very sweet comments in the chat, especially from like Ouija and everybody else. So appreciate y'all. I really do appreciate it. It's very heartfelt and touching, and I hope I can, before we go, we'll definitely have, I will reciprocate and whatnot. But for right now, we've still got 2 months and we got a lot of video games to play.
Yeah,
also,
a lot of work to do.
Also, any questions you guys have for me or for Grace and Sean, just keep throwing them throughout the day.
Throughout the day.
And even if somebody has already asked the question before, it's okay. Understand. We'll just keep on asking and re-asking, and we'll just keep on re-answering, which is all right. Came a little late. Why is Peter leaving? Couple reasons. Main reason is
I'm literally about to stop the YouTube video, and then that way we can just give it to him.
Okay, sure.
If that's easier for you.
Do it.
So, Peter.
Yeah.
You're the best. Like this video on YouTube.
Yep.
I like it.
And I will stop YouTube